of the coolest things about Fan Expo is the comic book alley, the artist alley they call it. And I'm standing here with
Beth Rumjahn.
And you are part of
Hard Drive.
Hard Drive. And what's Hard Drive?
Hard Drive is a cyberpunk comic, and we're mainly web-based right now. It's basically set in modern-day Ontario about a young kid with autistic savant syndrome. So he's amazing with technology and able to basically create a helmet where he can go into the internet and get stuck there in a machine in a government website. So he has to basically battle his way out of this machine that he gets stuck inside of because his body and his consciousness are not completely separated. So he's battling his way back to his body before he dies. And this is basically the setup for the entire comic.
So it's a kid's story.
I wouldn't say it's a kid's story. There's a lot of violence in it, a lot of swearing, but it's
You can say fuck here.
Okay, well that's good to know. I'm not going to, but yeah, it's basically an action adventure and cyberpunk combined. So we're hoping that a lot of people really enjoy it. We hope that everyone, from kids to the elderly.
Cool.
Really
It sounds like an amazing story. Who does the art for it?
Renzo Podesta. He's actually an Argentinian artist that we found online, and he's brilliant. He does all of the art from the sketches to the inks, and then he adds a layer of watercolor as well as digital art on top of that to create the finished product. So we have all of his artwork online at www.cyberpunkcomics.com, as well as we've got a limited run of the print edition of our first ever issue. So it took a year to create it, so we're really, really proud of what he's able to accomplish.
Right on. Can you tell us a little bit about the writing?
The writing is by Greg Dunford, who came up with the original concept after having seen a huge number of movies in the cyberpunk genre, from Tron to Blade Runner, Terminator, The Matrix, and he tried to sort of combine all of those two things, all of those huge different movies into this one comic book, because it's his favorite medium. So hopefully we'll be able to get it out to a larger audience as soon as possible.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, it's great artwork. It's an amazing story. I've flipped through it before, and I'm in love with the whole idea. I think it's great. And best of luck to you guys. I hope it takes off hugely. It totally deserves it.
Great, thank you. We're self-published right now, so we're looking for a publisher. And in the meantime, visit www.cyberpunkcomics.com. We would love more traffic and more input onto the story.
We'll do what we can.
Perfect.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ryan.
Cheers. And we're standing here again with Beth at Hard Drive, cyberpunkcomics.com.